Welcome to the Fearful Fright series, where we will be reading with our favorite green ghoul, Grimmer. Now sit back and enjoy this twisted tale. Today our story is called Hunger of the Dead. Hi, I'm Jordana Blair. And me and my friend Katharina Megan have a really big problem. You see, it all started last Wednesday. Me and Katharina literally have nothing to do in our town. It's like all the other families just up and left for one reason or another. But how could you blame them after the tornado a few weeks back? It destroyed most of the factories that a lot of people depended on to take care of their families. But my friend Katharina Megan's mom works from home, so they weren't bothered too much by the whole thing. A few people did die though. I believe that the number was 34 people or so. The whole thing was sad really. But life goes on, I suppose. Well, me and my friend Katharina decided to stay at my house, since it was my birthday that Wednesday. The whole party was fun. It was a small party. Just close family members and my friend Katharina. I got a ton of gifts. Some clothes. And birthday cards with money. And even a brand new four-wheeler. But my grandmother gave me the strangest gift of all. You see, my grandparents always traveled the world to some of the most beautiful and exotic places you've ever seen. Well, they just came back from a place called Gutu, in Zimbabwe. And while they were there, they got me this really cool necklace. It had a black opal as the charm. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Well, I put it on. And after we had cake and ice cream, me and Katharina decided to go try my new four-wheeler out in the wooded trails I had in my backyard. We put on our helmets and took off. We were out there for about an hour when I noticed something. A terrible smell. It smelled like something died. Well, we were kinda curious about the whole thing. So we hopped off the four-wheeler and began to look around for a bit. Hey, come over here, Jordana. I think I see something. As I did, I seen whatever it was made my friend's eyes as wide as I've ever seen them. When I looked over her shoulder, I could see a large pile of fallen branches. And under the branches there were 2 feet sticking out. As we began removing the branches and other junk, we could see it was Mr. Avis. He went missing ever since the tornado. Katharina said frantically, "We gotta go tell the adults." "You're right," I told her. We hopped back on my four-wheeler and sped back home as fast as we could. When we got back, we both ran inside and told my parents and grandparents. And they said they would go and check it out. They told me and Katharina to stay inside and not to leave the house. My grandma stayed with us and gave a call to the authorities. "Hello, yes," my grandmother said. "I think my granddaughter and her friend might have just found one of the missing people from the tornado that just happened not too long ago. Yes, she believes it's Mr. Avis." She gave them the address and said, "Okay, thank you so much." Then proceeded to hang up the phone. "They are on their way," she assured us. Just then my father and mother and grandpa walked in the house. "Where did you say you seen Mr. Avis at?" I told them again in perfect detail, including the branches. They said they searched that place thoroughly. And they said they didn't see a thing. When the police arrived, they searched too. But nothing. They thought we were playing a sick joke on them. But I told them in tears, "I swear to you, that's what we seen." Eventually, they left, and we were sent to my room for the night. "Hey Jordana," Katharina said, staring at my neck. "Where did your black opal necklace go?" I jumped up and looked in the mirror in my bedroom. "Where did it go?" I said angrily. "You probably left it when we were moving those branches." "Yeah, you're right," I agreed. I told Katharina we could go find it tomorrow. And maybe even try to see where Mr. Avis went to. Well, later that night, as we were sleeping, we awoke to a loud banging coming from my kitchen. It sounded like someone was rummaging through the cabinets and refrigerator, knocking everything over as they did. "What the heck is that?" Katharina said, rubbing her eyes. "I don't know," I told her, half yawning. "Let's go check it out," I told her. So we both got up and headed downstairs to see what all the commotion was about. As we got closer towards the kitchen, the noise stopped. Almost as if they heard us coming. Me and Katharina just looked at each other in curiosity. As we slowly peeked our heads into the kitchen, we got the scare of a lifetime. Peeking back around the corner was Mr. Avis. Me and Katharina screamed, and Mr. Avis grabbed a handful of my birthday cake. Then he ran to a partially open window in my kitchen, and climbed through it. As we could hear him running away, my parents came running downstairs. "What's going on?" they said. Then they seen the mess Mr. Avis made. Well, we knew they wouldn't believe us. So I lied. I told them that someone must have left the window open. And that we scared off 2 raccoons that snuck in. They were a bit upset. But we cleaned everything up. And wouldn't you know it, I found my necklace. It was right there on the kitchen window sill. I was happy about getting it back. Mr. Avis must have had it, and brung it back to you. Katharina said. Yeah, you're probably right, I told her. And we both went back upstairs. And went back to bed. Nobody's ever found out what happened to Mr. Avis. But me and Katharina knows. There's just one big problem. Nobody will believe us. And with that thing out there, I just know he'll try to come back. And ever since that day, I never underestimate the hunger of the dead.